Hi everyone, it's Doreen, my Bedazzled Treasures, and today I have my swap for the What's in Your Vintage Purse Swap. This was hosted by Live Love Scrap, and her name is Bona. Hi Bona. My partner was Teresa, and she's an Enchanted Scrapper on YouTube. Hi Teresa. I am so excited to share with you my box. I know it's taken me a little bit of time, Teresa, but I'm pretty sure when you get it, I'm hoping you'll be very happy with it. So I want to go ahead and show you the details that I worked with, or the items that I worked with for my purse. First of all, this is the back of the purse, and this is what it looks like with a crackle medium that I used. And I used the crackle medium called Weathered Wood. This is what it looks like, and it's made by Deco Art. I got it at Michael's. So I added this right here, which is the baby pink in the folk art. And then I put the weathered wood on, and then I added this right here, which is the vintage white. This one right here, sorry guys. The vintage white. And I just put, the one coat on. I follow the directions, and that's the beautiful weathered wood that I got, and I really love it. It really took the pink down a notch because it was bright pink when I first put it on there. And although I do love pink, I wanted this to be a muted pink for her. When I had emailed Teresa, she had said pretty much she liked anything that I would design for her, which I thought was a big compliment, and I really appreciate that, Teresa. I asked her what her colors were, and she just said she likes pink, brown, and cream. So I kind of just went with something that I thought, she would like. So hopefully she likes it. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to turn it around for you. And this is what I designed for her. On the handle right here, I added seam binding that I scrunched myself, and a vintage little, this is a necklace she can use. And it's really a pretty charm. So she can add it to a page, or she can wear it. And so that just kind of dangles over the top. And I had done a video a while ago on one of my projects I did a tag on, and I used this image right here. And this was from a jacket that I got, and I was able to use the image again, and I just love the storefront. And her name is Enchanted Scrapper. So if you see there, I found Enchanted on one of the DCWV paper stacks that just came out. So I used that. It's the one with the ladies in it. And I did a video on a tag, a journal that we started. And I used that same paper from there. And I just used this little scroll and cut it out. And I used a lot of different papers in this box. I used an old paper that was a Valentine paper from DCWV, and it has like a little sparkle to it. But what I did is I wanted to age it down a little bit, so I added the vintage photo, and I also Mod Podged everything on so that it would stay very well. So over here I put some pearls and some little rhinestones. These are Recollection rhinestones right here. And I love these flowers with the pearls in them. And I hope you can really see the details in these. They have rhinestones and pearls. This is from Wild Orchid Crafts. This is one of my vintage flowers that I sell on my store. And over here is another Wild Orchid Crafts. And what I did in the middle here is it had these little pokey stamen, kind of cute little pearly looking things. And so what I did is I just glued on a big rhinestone in the middle just to bring out the color there. And then I added a couple layers of lace and my vintage sequins that I love. Oh man, I'm never going to get enough of these sequins. I know you guys, you're probably getting tired of seeing my sequins, but I just love them on every project. So I'll continue to use them until I get tired of them. But anyway, this is what the purse came out looking like. And I think, I'm not sure how she's going to display it in her craft room. But I'll let her do a video on how she's going to set that up. But this is the back of it, and I used the frog feathers trim, and I also did some lace right here around the edges. And in the front, if she decides to go ahead and just open it up and use it this way, she'll have the charm that'll actually hang down here. And then these two little carnation flowers just on the edge right here. And also here, Isn't that cute? It came out pink. I just love how that came out. The little weathered, um, this looks like a little weathered piece right here with some pink in it. And then you open it up, and this is what my box looks like on the inside. And what I did is I used another one of those papers from the same paper line. And I'll put the information down below on the papers that I use, just in case you're interested. And this is that key paper that I use in some other projects that I love. I pretty much use that whole paper stack already because it has so many beautiful papers in it. But what I did here is I Mod Podged it onto the back, but I did not Mod Podge the paper on the top. I just did it to the back. And then I made a little butterfly here out of a butterfly punch and popped it up and added some sequins in the middle. And I just thought this was a lot of detail already, so I didn't want to add a pocket to it, just because if she sits it up on her tabletop or wherever she puts it, it's pretty much like a little ledge. And so I thought that would be really cute to display it just like that. Now what I did on the inside, you can see the crackling, and I kind of took this lace material and I just bunched it up so that it looks like it's lace laying in the bottom. And I don't know if you can see, but I Mod Podged it all in the box. So that's what you get there in the box. And I think it came out really cool. It's like a, I don't know if you can't really see the texture, but it's really cool texture on it. I like how it came out. So that's what it looks like. So she sits it up like this, it'll look like that. And then of course I had to make some things to go in the box. So the first thing I made was a tag, and this is out of a coffee dyed tag. And this is my tag that I made for her. And I called it Princess. I used some Wild Orchid Crafts again, but I added some stickles, which was in the antique linen. And layers and layers and layers of flowers and trims. And laces, of course, with rhinestones and pearls. And right here what I did is this is an earring. I'm going to turn it this way. This was an earring, and I decided to push it, put it in this way so that it kind of dangled with that pearl there. And then I made her a stick pin, and this is what the stick pin, this is all using the vintage trims and beads right here. And then this is one of my flowers and a crystal stick pin. So that just tucks inside the flower here. And so there you go. So there's the princess right there. I just cut that out of a paper stack. So that's what the front of the tag looks like. In the back of it, I just put one of these little images with a vintage lady, and it says laughter. And so there's what that looks like. And I'm going to put a little note on the back. And one of those buttons that I got from Michael's. So that is her tag that I made in her stick pin. Then I also created a couple of flowers. I had made these flowers before, but I made these again. And this is one of them. And this is in the chocolate brown. And it's got a vintage rhinestone and one of the recollection leaves. And a piece of lace there. And this is a rolled technique in the middle. If you can see the rolling part right there. So that's a roll technique in the middle. And then a ruffling around the outside. And just kind of glued it on. And then this is a smaller version of it, and with some sequins on the leaf this time, and the vintage bling in the middle there. Hopefully I'm not too close to the camera like I always do, try to show everything so close. So that's the two flowers I made her. I made her another flower, and this was in the rolled technique as well, and this was using a fabric that I had, and I sparkled the fabric up with some antique linen and put some little sequins in the middle and some lace. So I kind of twisted the lace. First I did the fabric around here, and then I twisted the lace in the middle, and then I put the sequins here, and then I added the lace around the outside. You know how you glue it. And then of course I finished it off back here with a scallop punch. So that's another flower that I made, and she can use in a project or something. And then I'm including this cute little trim from Frog Feathers, and I thought this was really cute. I added a little button to it, and this is one of those plastic little holders that you can put your ribbons on. So it gave her a little bit of that polka dot trim that I have very little left of it because I've used it on so many things. But I have that for her. Then I also made her this cute little vintage spool, And I added the sequins again, another button, a clip with a little pearl on it, and some pink lace that she can use. So there's that. And then I also am including one of these cute little Michael's rose rings. I love this thing. And you can take this apart, Teresa, and use it in a project if you want. But I just love that ring. That was in the dollar spot at Michael's. And then I also couldn't resist. I sent someone, Patty, my partner on Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, I sent her a Paris Eiffel Tower. But this time I bedazzled it up, you guys. And that's how it came out. Isn't that adorable? This is what it looks like. So I added, again, some rhinestone trim here. And this is a Wild Orchid Crafts flower. And I did some lace, some rhinestones, sequins, and rhinestones again. I just couldn't help myself. And then I added another one of those carnation flowers. I just love these flowers. They're so pretty. And that's what the back looks like. So, and it kind of sounds like a bell. Almost she could use it as a bell. It's really cute. So I decorated that up for her, Paris Eiffel Tower. And then I found this cube at Michael's, and it's one of those memo clips, and I thought, how cute is that to alter? So it's one of those clear square memo clips. So I added another one of my flowers to the bottom there, and a little rhinestone here. This was a piece that I had, it's pretty old. It had a little glass bottom, and it had broken off, and I thought, what a cute idea, make a little vase for her, and she'd have a little pink rose vase for her little memo clip. This is the memo clip right here. She can clip on her, you know, to-do list or whatever she wants to add to it. But I did make her a little something to go on it, so let me just share with you. It's just a little, kind of like a flower she can use on a project, or, so that's what it looks like. It's one of these circle things, a die cut someone sent me, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who. And then I took the lace, and I just made a little, kind of, you know, went around with the glue. And then this is a die cut. It has Paris Eiffel Tower in the background. And so she can use it on the project, or she can take it off. So that's what it looks like there. So that's how it looks. And I had one more thing to include in my 10 items. And this is a really cute ornament. And it's got beautiful roses and a green and pink right here. So she can alter this ornament, hang it on a project. It's pretty large, so it could go on a large mini album or a page. So that's what the ornament looks like. And it has the movable clock face. So that's what it looks like. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Teresa, I hope you like what I made for you. And I can't wait to see how you display it in your craft room. Thank you everybody for watching, and stay tuned because I should have some more videos for you very soon. Bye everyone.